morning guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. Today's video, scoured eBay last night looking on the markets to see what project boats are available. And what did I find? A Regal speedboat for sale, been stood for 12 months. So we're in the van, we're on the way to Kendal in the Lake District, and we're going to go and check out this project, see what we find. There it is. Oh, there's Obi-Wan. Here we are. I can just see it. We've arrived. Oh, there she is. There it is.
So after a quick inspection, a quick walk around the boat, it is a non-runner because the battery was flat, so I haven't tested that. So we hooked it up, we're taking it home. And then we had the challenge of backing it on the tightest driveway ever. Until tomorrow morning, we're going to be taking it back out the driveway, taking it to the marina, and we're going to all view this together.
So guys, it's the next day. We've just towed the boat here to Preston Marina. And here it is, Obi-Wan. A Regal 4.3 litre GL, 190 horsepower. And this is the first look round it after getting it here at the marina. So let's have a little wander around, have a look. So straight away I noticed there's a slight bit of damage to the propeller, and there's also, if you look at that there on that out drive, on the SX drive, there's a little bit of damage to that as well, which needs looking at. Someone's done a bit of spray job on it, you can see with a bit of overspray around the drive, where they've tried to just touch it up to make it look pretty. It's very dirty. The trailer needs addressing. As we can see, the trailer isn't for this boat, but it has disc brakes. The wheel bearings seemed okay, but we can't guarantee that just yet. It towed about 50 mile, no problems, 45 mile. The winch handle is missing. Jockey wheel is damaged, but it came with a new one, which was pretty good. So this is it. The downside is today, guys, it's a miserable day. As always, the UK weather is terrible. So we'll check this boat out. The first thing I've done, guys, is I went straight out to the battery place because we need a battery for it. So the first thing I've done is I went and purchased a slightly higher ampage battery, so we can start with a brand new battery and let's see if we can get this bad boy running. Let's give it a go. That's the first job. So because the weather's really, really bad here, we're going to try and get the back end into the workshop just to try and have a look round without getting soaking wet today. So we're just going to give it a quick move now with the forklift and get her into some dry area. Okay, so we're on board the boat now for the first time. We're just going to try and connect the new battery up for a start. So straight away we've got really ugly looking wiring and some random ends here on some sort of connection, which possibly an earth. I haven't worked that out yet, and that was the main live to the battery. Wow. Straight away I can see there's a bit low fluid in the trim motor. Rip in the interior, which needs sorting out. That's the 4.3 litre GL engine. Looking round, let's have a look. Oily bilge. Very dirty engine bay, extremely dirty. Loose fan belt, nice. And this is before we start. So let's have a quick look around the boat, guys. So new jockey wheel that came with it, just to replace the previous one. And it's very wet inside here. Ripping the helm seat. Dashboard looks fairly in order. Obviously all wants a very, very good clean through. Came with some life jackets. Great. Dirtiest bilge ever. So looking around here, and of course we've got the cover on the front, but that's the bow section, which looks okay. And ski locker. Let's have a look in here. Oh. Oh dear. Whew, it stinks in there. That's not good at all. Look at the state of that. Wow. And it smells pretty strong of fuel in here. So this is not a good start. Wow, indeed. Let's leave that out. Jesus. Yeah. Wow. Also, this bar here is not for this, that's missing to hold the engine cover up, and that hinge there's been ripped clean out, so that needs addressing and a bit of upholstery on that way it's damaged it and tore out. Okay, so we'll get the new battery fitted and let the problems begin. See you in a sec. So battery connected up, just temporarily thrown in the hole. Let's just turn the key for the first time, guys, and see if it actually starts. And this is genuine, we've never tried starting this, I have plenty of witnesses. It best see what happens. Here we go. Well, that sounded positive, but how do I get a neutral on this bad boy to me? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, well that's not working very well. Ah, there you go.
Okay.
Here we go again. Oh, she's a runner. It runs. Yeah. She's running. All right. What's up? So no gauge is working. Voltage dead, fuel dead. It's not looking great, that. But your sound's okay. Let's just jump out, guys, and have a look at the back. Oh, highway to the danger zone to get out. Oh. Sounds good. So it sounds alright. Choke's gone off, yeah. So I'm just going to let it get a temperature now and hopefully everything's okay. So I'll see you guys in a minute, we'll let it warm up. Be back in a sec. So the boat run perfect for around about a few minutes, and then what we did is we switched it off just to make sure everything was all right and have a quick check on things, and then it wouldn't start again. So we've currently got no starting whatsoever. So we'll put a new battery on. One of the first things we need to check, of course, is make sure it's actually got any fuel in it and whether the fuel's any good. So it did run, as you heard, and it seemed very sweet. The choke came off, it was running very nice, but we just thought we'd have a quick check on everything, switch it off, make sure everything's okay, and then it wouldn't start again. So this is where the problem begins. So whilst it wasn't running, I've emptied the bilge out and all that rubbish was inside, so we're just throwing it into a bucket here full of oil. Oh, it's really messy in here, so it needs a good clean. And then we decided to go back to the engine. We just pulled the air filter top off and pulled the air filter off. Very rusty inside there on the choke, and then we give it another try and she fired straight back up and running like a Swiss watch. So I'm happy it's running okay, it's cooling okay. The temperature was just going up nicely, but it wasn't overheating. Everything feels nice and cool still. It's been running for another 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, so that's good. It's charging. We'll just check to make sure there's charging. It's charging, but we have noticed this since we trimmed it up and down, it spewed all its fluid out. So you need to look at that. There's either been too much fluid in it or whatever, I'm not sure. So another investigation on that. So after leaving it for a little while, it started to run perfect again. So it fired straight back up and run like a Swiss watch once again. But then I turned it off and we left it for a minute and went to start it again, and once again it wouldn't start. So now we know the engine's fine. We can't see any obvious oil leaks and can't see any problems. A lot of the gauges don't work, but to be honest with you, it run very nice, sounded good, revved up okay. It just needs now a full service. So I think next job we'll do is we'll drain the fuel tank, get the fuel tank clean, change all the filters, start swapping spark plugs and get new spark plugs in it, and give it basically a full service, oil change and everything else. So that's where we're at with the engine, guys. So next job is to give the hull a good clean up on the inside and Bill's clean it all and get it all cleaned out and get it looking a bit like something how it's supposed to look, and then we'll diagnose things as we go on. So stay tuned, guys, stay tuned for the next part of the video. We're going to clean this boat down and start looking into it much further. So thanks for watching, we'll see you again soon on the channel.